Okay, so I'm going to give you a short tutorial of how to fix a common problem that we encounter with SAMP. So if I were you, I'm going to ditch out SAMP already because it's so very annoying. There's so many issues with it, and I'm going to offer you an alternative for it by installing an standalone server. We're going to use the MariaDB, or if you have already installed, there is a community server for the MySQL, but the MariaDB offers a simpler implementation or simpler installer. So I'm just going to use that. So you just head over to your browser and type in MariaDB. Okay, MariaDB is just a fork, okay, or a copy of the MySQL. It's been maintained by a community of developers, and this is also a free version, and it's open for each and for everyone. So you just go to the link, click download, and just select the version that has nothing, that has no suffix with it. When I mean, you just use the 11.4.3, okay, and you skip those other versions. Just click that, download it. I already downloaded it. Just click on the installer for it uh, to be started. Let me just show my maybe. Okay, just remain there. Click next, accept, next. Okay, just click next. This also will install the MySQL together with the server. Okay, click next. Then you just uncheck this, or if you are working on your personal computer, you can set up a password for your root, but don't forget that. Okay, take note of that and make sure to do not forget that. But to be safe, you just uncheck that, since we are just developing, or we're just working on uh, development mode. And also click this one. Just click that. Anyway, that's just optional. Click next, and you just leave the service name as such, or if it conflicts with other, maybe you have installed this already. Okay, maybe you just uninstall that and then reinstall it, and the service name is just MariaDB, or you just rename it if it conflicts with any service. And then this one, you just change this one 3306. This port is uh, these ports commonly conflict with many applications like the Skype, or maybe you have installed some already. Now to avoid conflict, we just choose other port. Maybe we just use 3040. You know uh, that's relatively safe, okay, from conflicting any port. Or if you just want, you can use 3307. But just, it's the point here is it's any number, any port number. Maybe I'm just going to use 3340. Okay, but take note of that. Okay, do not forget that, because we're going to need that in our application later on. Click next, and then install. Just wait for that to be installed. Okay, and this may take a few minutes. Okay, if you are not on your administrator account, you can uh, enter your administrator account. Mine, I'm just going to enter it in. Okay, wait for that to finish. Okay, and then after that, this will just work. Okay, just few more minutes, and it's done. So we're going to open our client tool, which is the ADHQL. You may not, or you won't be able to use the PHP already, because you are not in SAM. But PHP MyAdmin, or even your CMD are just client tool to connect to the server. So we have installed a different um, database server instance. Okay. Now to access it, we open our client tool. And then maybe if it's your first time to open your HDSQL, this is blank. You just click new to add one. And for me, I'm just going to edit this existing connection. I'm just going to remove the password because I did not set a password. The default user is still there. And then the port is 334T. Okay, we set it at 3340. Click open, click yes to save, and then I will see this. Now, same process that we did before. You proceed on okay. You proceed on creating a new database. You can open your maybe just close this one and then edit that. Open this one. New query tab. Now you can proceed on executing script by creating a new database. Create database. Let's name it as just maybe call it FX app from a Java FX. Okay, and then I'm going to create also a new user. Create user app. Okay, whatever you have typed or you have tried typing on the CMD, you can type it here. At localhost. Okay, and then password identify by what ident identify by whatever password you like. Just set it to 1234. Okay, it's up to you what you're going to set. That's basically or purely arbitrary. And then I'm going to grant. Okay, grant all privileges. Grant all privileges to okay on our database, which is fx app. Okay, forget the code. That asterisk to uh yeah, just ignore this one because we haven't run everything yet. To okay, up at okay. This username is whatever you like. Okay, okay, and then run our privileges on fx that asterisk to okay with grant option. Maybe you can set it as such, but it's basically optional. And then flash privileges. Okay, let me run this by bulk. I can run maybe run. So create user app localhost identified. Okay, I forgot the by. Okay, then I'm going to refresh it. There's a chance that I already created the database. Let me just refresh it, and sure enough, I'm just going to refresh that, or I mean, I'm just going to comment this to disable because that will create an error, or you can make it create database if not exists. I think I haven't introduced that yet. Just click that, and maybe this is just a incorrect password. That should be privileges. Okay, privileges, and I'm just going to disable because there's a great chance that this has already was executed successfully. When I click the play button there, it's going to execute all lines. I'm just going to run that. Okay, it's run. Refresh. I can basically, verify if the user is already created by going here, clicking the data. Now we'll see this one, which is basically created there. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to need that in my application. I will go to my codes and in my database connection. Okay, what I will do, we just close that. Okay, I'm just going to edit my connection string. So I'm going to change this to the port that I set it to with my server, and this is the name of my database. Do not forget that the name of the user I set it as app, and then 123 was my password. Save that, and I'm just going to test that. I will go to my main. I'm going to create an object of my database connection. Okay, this is just purely OOP. I created an object of database connection. If I'm going to execute this, I should get database connected successfully or connected successfully. Okay, if my connection settings are right, going to click that. Now should get connected successfully. Okay, you can already use your new database. Okay, you're not using the MySQL with some because uh, yeah, it has a lot of problems and issues. Okay,